stimulus checks, and how next Thursday's announcement may confirm the need for massive stimulus. We're in a very precarious situation right now as we are right down to the wire and things are starting to unravel very, very quickly. And that's exactly what we're going to be seeing next Thursday as well, with the confirmation of this new announcement that will be released, and it's going to give us a lot more information as far as where we currently stand right now. Now, as I film this video right now, we're in the final days of the first half of 2025. So that's what I'm pointing out right now, which is in just a couple days here on Thursday of next week, this is going to be a very, very, very important announcement. Now, here's the thing. I get questions about stimulus and stimulus checks literally every single day down below in the comment section on previous videos. I'm sure I'll see comments on this video as well with questions about it, as well as on live streams inevitably in the chat box. I get questions there as well. That's okay, but what this really tells me is I'm seeing a lot of people out there that are really struggling financially. A lot of people need a one-off stimulus check, need ongoing monthly checks, a raise to their monthly benefits, some type of financial assistance. We don't really care what it's called or how it arrives, but people need something right now. I think this is probably pretty accurate. I mean, just based on what I'm seeing out there and the massive struggle with rapidly rising prices and uncertainty and all the things that are happening, especially over the last, call it 4 or so years, 4.5 years or so, a lot of things have changed in a huge way. And this year being incredibly uncertain, yeah, that's not really helping the whole situation out, right? All right, so anyway, I want to point out the details of what's going on next Thursday, why we're watching this number very closely, because we've been pretty much in this holding pattern for several months now. Now, don't get me wrong, when it comes down to the whole economy and many different situations there, it's not necessarily a holding pattern, but rather we're kind of just waiting. The data, that's what we're waiting for, is the data, and then we have to come in and react. Whoa, the data's really bad. Let's quick react, right? Rather than being proactive a lot of times, they're reactive. So that's kind of the situation that we're in right now, which, by the way, super fast side note here, hey, if you need any help with Medicare, again, initial enrollment into Medicare, Medicare Part D, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Medicare Advantage, whatever it happens to be, check this out right here. This is your phone number, your exclusive phone number for a team of trusted advisors. They're helping tons of you here in this community. In fact, thousands of you here in this community have already received help from them, and the average person is saving $1,100 from a simple phone call right here to these advisors, 100% for free. The average savings, again, $1,100. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, but that's what the average senior is saving. That's absolutely incredible for a simple 5, 10, 15, maybe 20-minute phone call. Anyway, this is your exclusive phone number. Make sure to give them a call if you've not done so yet, and they'll help you out. Okay, let's talk about Thursday here, really fast here. What is going on this day? We're actually getting this report out one day early because of the holiday on Friday, 4th of July. Awesome, right? Love it. But anyway, so the Thursday is the 3rd of the month. We're going to be getting the non-farm payroll number, otherwise known as the jobs report or the employment situation, as they like to call it. Now, this is the report that comes out the first Friday of every month. Now, it's coming out one day early because of the holiday on Friday next week, obviously, right? But anyway, so they're bringing it out one day early here. But anyway, my point being is that this is going to be June's employment numbers. In other words, it's going to show us what's going on with the unemployment in June. What is going on with jobs? In other words, that's what that is. Unemployment, the jobs report, non-farm payroll, whatever you want to call it. It's all referring to the same thing. Okay, now this is, in my opinion, one of the most important reports that we watch. It's very lagging. It's a very lagging report, but nonetheless, this is what we want to watch. Now, according to analysts and people that are watching this, economists that are watching the overall economy, they're suggesting that we could be seeing an unemployment rate of between 4.7 and 5.6% this year, sometime in the second half of the year. Well, as I film this video right now, we're literally only a couple days away from the beginning of the second half of 2025, which obviously is July 1st. That's the second half of the year, right? My point being, with that being said, this is when everybody's saying things are going to get really ugly really fast in the second half of the year. Why would that be? Why? Are we just going to flip a switch when July 1st rolls around and all of a sudden, whoop, here we go, get ready? Here's why. It's because of all the tariffs and everything that have been enacted in the first half of the year. We're not seeing a lot of that coming through in the data until now. That's the problem, is that over the last several months here, since we saw the implementation of all of these tariffs from earlier on this year, we didn't really see any of that hitting the data until now, right? So basically in June, we saw some of it hitting the in some of the economic reports, but mostly a lot of this is going to start hitting in, well, basically some in June, but a lot in July and beyond is when we're going to start to see the real impacts of the overall tariffs. Now, it's not all about the tariffs, but I've been saying this for a while as well. We've been looking for a catalyst the last several years here. In order to get stimulus, we need an economy that's weak. We need a contracting economy that's headed toward a recession or a recessionary economy. That's what we need. Okay, I'm not saying that I'm hoping for that. All I'm saying is that that's what we need. That's the reality of the situation, because when they distribute stimulus, it's based on the overall health of the economy. When the economy is bad, they produce stimulus and they provide it, okay? Anyway, long story short is that we've been seeing all this coming in, and the effects of the tariffs are coming in. And as I've been saying for years is that we need a catalyst. We need a catalyst to push us into the environment in which the economy needs additional stimulus. Well, in my opinion, like I said, way back at the beginning of the year, probably in January, maybe February, I don't remember exactly when it was, but I said, tariffs are likely the catalyst that are going to push the economy into the position of the distribution of stimulus. I know it's been a long time coming. I know it's been a long wait. I know people need assistance right now. I know that people are struggling in a massive way and need money immediately. Totally get that. Unfortunately, I'm not the person that makes a decision on stimulus. If I did, well, we'd be talking about something else right now, okay? But anyway, point being is that this is when it all starts. This is when we're going to see all of that really hitting the fan in a major way here, the second half of the year, which, by the way, in about a month, give or take a little bit here, in about 4-ish weeks, we're going to be getting the second quarter GDP data. Okay, what that's going to do is likely confirm a recession, confirm that we're in a recession. First quarter, bad GDP. Second quarter, likely going to be bad GDP. That's what we need for a technical recession. Now, I would also anticipate in a month, when we get this data that comes out, you're going to see everybody and their brother out there saying, oh no, it's not confirmed. We've changed the definition of a recession. This isn't real. It's not the real deal. All this stuff like this. Okay, well, whatever. This is what we've been going off of for years, many, many decades, the overall definition of a recession. And we're likely going to see the technical recession in about a month from now, confirmed. Do you think that's going to help out the mindset of people out there who want to say, let's go and buy some stuff. Let's stimulate the economy. People are not going to want to go out and spend. They're going to want to contract. When we see an overall confirmation of recession, you're not going to see people going out saying, hooray, recession, let's go spend a bunch of money and buy a bunch of stuff. No, they're going to say, this might get bad economically, which it probably will, really bad. And when that happens, people cut back even more. When people cut back on spending even more, that's when we get more like a self-fulfilling prophecy, which ultimately leads us into the recession that we've been waiting for and basically counting on for quite a while now. Anyway, long story short is that when we see this jobs report that comes out on Thursday, okay, it's coming out one day early, as I've said. It's the job report. It's the June jobs report. When this comes in, we're likely going to see less hiring than we're suspecting. We're likely going to see a higher unemployment number, and just basically confirming that, over the last couple months here, we continue to see the unemployment rate moving a little higher, more people filing for unemployment benefits. And what does that mean? What that really tells us, big picture, is that the economy is certainly weakening. When people are losing jobs, when the unemployment rate is going up, when there's less jobs being created, it simply means economy is contracting. Okay, the more jobs that are lost, the more the unemployment rate goes up, simply means that the weaker and weaker the economy is getting. When that happens, when we see a weak economy, that's when stimulus is provided. Does that all make sense? Okay, so anyway, it's going to be super interesting here. The second half of the year is going to be very interesting to see how this whole situation plays out. I will continue to keep you posted every step of the way. Anyway, like I said earlier, if you need any help with your Medicare, again, initial enrollment into Medicare, Medicare supplements, Medigap plans, Part D plans, Medicare Advantage. If you're turning 65, if you're retiring, if you're moving across state lines or county lines, check this out right here. Here you go, phone number. This is your exclusive phone number for all of you right here in this community. Join the other thousands of people here in this community that have already called them right here. I've already called them and gotten that amazing Medicare help. Again, whatever it is that you need help with, again, they have access to over 20,000 plans across the country. They're looking through all those plans to find the best plan at the best price with the best coverages for you and your personal needs. All of us need something different, and a simple 5, 10, maybe 15 or 20-minute phone call could possibly save you a ton of time, a ton of frustration, confusion, maybe better coverages, and possibly even save you a boatload of money as well. A lot of really good things about it. Anyway, they're waiting to talk to you. Make sure to give them a call. Write the phone number down. Take a picture. Take a screenshot right here. Write that number down and give them a call. Seriously, ask. It's 100% free for them to work on your behalf. You never know what you get when you ask. I've learned that lesson, and that's like my motto in life. Always ask, because you never know what you're going to get, and a lot of times you get something by just asking. It's incredible. Anyway, who do you know that's in the same situation that needs help with their Medicare? Please give that phone number to them. Share that. Your friends, family members, neighbors, acquaintances, siblings, parents, person down the street, your social media, coworkers, anybody that you know that is in that situation. Please go ahead and share this number. And again, when they call that number, they save a bunch of money, save themselves a ton of time. You'll get the credit for that. And they come back to you. Hooray, you've saved me all the time. You saved me the frustration. You saved me tons of money. Maybe they'll treat you to a dinner or like an ice cream cone or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying. You never know. Okay? Anyway, if you're new here, if you've not done so, please consider subscribing. Big subscribe button down below. Please consider sharing this video as well. Big share button right down below the video. Go back and check out the other 5,000 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. The popular videos I've hand selected for you down below in the description or popping up on your screen in just a second here. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, enjoy your day. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon in the next video.